What's happening, everybody? Busy ripping lips here. About to hit the Allegheny River directly underneath Kendall Bridge here in Eldred, Pennsylvania. Came down here yesterday. It was a heck of a lot nicer and a whole lot warmer. I went ahead and lost 2 lures. Didn't catch any fish. Super disappointing day. And I'm gonna have to buy another chatterbait now and another Guggen Squad revolver. Didn't even get to catch a fish with the revolver, but I did hammer smallmouth the day before yesterday with the chatterbait, which makes it even sadder that I lost it because I just started liking that lure. But it will be replaced. But anyways, enough to talk and let's get on with the fishing. I gotta get out, get my stuff, and hit the river. I'll be right back with you. All right, here we are. It's not a far walk from the car, that's for sure. I was down here yesterday for a couple hours anyways. This isn't the site where I lost all my lures. That is just up the way by the sewer plant. It's definitely noticeably chillier than it was yesterday. Yesterday was 65. Today, not even sure what the temp is. Let me get a quick read on that. So it's 52 today. 52 and raining. So today I think I'm just gonna start off. I'm gonna start off by just slow rolling some spinners. I've got 2 spinning lures rigged up. I've got the Strike King Red Eye Special. And I've got a Hoochie Koochie Ice Sickle for a trailer on there. And then I also have rigged up on the vintage ugly stick. This is a yard sale find here. Vintage ugly stick. Got a little teeny tiny minnow, kind of like a beetle spin. So start off with the big boy lure and then work my way over to the smaller one. Saw a fish out here yesterday and he was just hitting top water every once in a while, kind of in between the brush right there and the down tree. I'm gonna start off throwing directly where he was yesterday. We'll see. Let me try to run the bank with this. And I'm really running it as slow as I can without letting it get dug into the bottom too bad, because I'd really like to avoid losing any lures today. I'd like to catch fish and keep my gear. That's 2 goals that I'd like to stick to today. But, you know, sometimes plans change. So I'm also working with the current here. The current is helping keep my blade spin. You know, it's keeping the action working. But at the same time, it's pulling my lure over towards the bank. So I really need to start throwing ahead of where I want to be covering. So I'm not just covering the same water over and over again. Right there, I just got bumps and rocks. Felt like I might get hung up. So today I'm shooting in 4K. My previous videos I was shooting in 2.7K because I really like that super view, extra wide angle, but I'd like to see today how well 4K turns out, you know, if the field of view is wide enough or not. And this lure has a painted blade. Maybe I would be better off, I don't know. In theory, these sides should be flashing, right? Because it's a pretty dreary overcast day. In theory, more shine is better today, right? Water's somewhat clear. It's a little bit green, a little green stain to it, but visibility is a couple feet. And there it is, code name Little One. And like I said, I'm just gonna cover the exact same water that I just covered. See if anything will eat the little guy. But I'll tell you what, we'll switch it up. We'll work back down that way. Huh. Certainly has good action to it. Nice little shine and nice little spin. One thing's for sure, this is cold. Because that's not plastic, it's metal. Oh, that was a snag, not a fish. Yeah, there's little teeny tiny fish. They're looking pretty similar to this, you know? This pole's pretty sweet. The handle's definitely heavy duty, and I just threw a spare GX2 combo reel off of one of, you know, the more modern combos you can get at pretty much any store that sells fishing equipment. All right, let's see if we can put this spinner to work. We've got a fish on. Yep. Yep. Nice. Nice. Wonderful. Awesome, guys, awesome. Look at that. That's a nice smallmouth bass right there. Yes, it is. I got my tape measure on me today. Let's see if we can get a quick measurement on the guy. All right, so I'd put him at 16 3/4 inch. Scale's not working. All right, now let's get a nice release on this feller. There he goes. Oh, nice. Chunky smallmouth bass. Slow rolling the spinner, red eye special, bumping the structure on the bottom. Wham! There he was. Now it makes it worth being a little chilly and wet. So that was pretty sweet. I want to get another run at that area. See if there's any more hanging out. Maybe there's a couple hanging out in the same spot. That was a nice smallmouth. I wish my scale was available, but batteries are dead and I haven't made around to getting a new set of watch batteries for it. But like I said, this is roughly 17-incher. I'm standing on rocky stuff, so I don't necessarily have a way to lay them down without laying the fish down in somewhere where it might get hurt. So flop around and stuff. So I mean, the unofficial approximate on the fly measurement put it at like 16 and 3/4 inch. Maybe a little bigger than that, close to 17, somewhere in there. But I would bet that was probably a 3-pound bass, because that was pretty chunky. Pretty darn chunky. He walloped that spinner too. Gave it a cracking. Little Pennsylvania River Smallie, right around 1:45 in the afternoon. On a rainy, chilly April day. Oh no. Cool. Watched it get stuck behind a rock, or wedged in between two rocks, and it was only like 2 or 3 feet away, so I was gonna end up getting my shoes wet. Might have got a hit, might have bumped a rock. Not really too sure. So with about an hour left to fish, I certainly haven't covered very much water, but I hooked into a very nice smallmouth bass. So, beats covering a bunch of water and catching no fish, so we'll take it. So we're working upstream along the bank. It's pretty clear in these little shallow areas. I can see pretty well, and I don't see anything. I can see that it's really slippery right here, so we're going to try our best not to take a spill. Use this as a good opportunity, as a vantage point. I don't see anything in front of me, so we'll go ahead and fall into the river. Just kidding. Whoa, maybe. Shouldn't jinx myself, huh? Because I almost just dove head first into the water. That would have just been unfortunate. Okay, I would say we're just about far enough to justify casting some more. Yep, I like it. Alright, so I'm going to keep throwing the same lure that I was just throwing. Strike King Red Eye Special with the painted up blade. Definitely works. Allegheny River smallmouth bass, they gobble it right up. At least that one did. See if any other fish want to take a hold. Oh no, guys. Oh no. I did it. Oh, why did I do that? No. I set the hook so hard I thought a fish was on. And it wasn't a fish at all. It was a freaking tree. It's gone. It's over, boys and girls, lads. It's over. My lure, it's gone. It's as good as gone, and it's never gonna come back unless I can get out there with a boat, which I probably could. I'm not gonna give up. I'll just keep walking down the bank and trying to pop it free. But I don't think it's gonna pop free because I think I set the hook like a maniac. I thought it was a fish. I thought a fish was about to hammer it. But the only thing I was hammering was a $6 spinner into the river. Forever. Ran into some fellers up there. They were pretty nice guys. Had to grab my bag because I still gotta handle this situation here. I think that's all she wrote. I mean, I figured it was hung up. Now I'm pretty positive that it's hung up. There it goes. I hate to lose the lure. I hate to litter the line. That's just all there is to it. Nothing else I could do.